Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Matchbox Memories. Today I'm going to open a bunch of police vehicles, a few motorbikes, a lot of cars, also a few ambulances that I have collected over the last 6 months. I've been waiting to open these cars for a while. I'm going to compare them to some of the vehicles I already have in my collection. So without spending any more time, let's just go through these vehicles. I'm going to start with the motorcycles because I've been itching to open them for a very long time. And let's start off with this BMW R1200 RTV police bike. In bike, it says Nozart, which from what I know, the little bit of German that I know, I think that's ambulance in German. There's the bike, and we will open this in a second. And this is from 2016. And then I do have a few other cars with the Nozart. You see that BMW there. And I also have an X5 BMW as well, which I'm going to pull out. That's not in the best condition. It's in play-worn condition. I still paid a small fortune for it just because it's so rare. Paid something like 15 euros for it. But anyways, let's open this and I'll get that BMW M5 and we will have a look at them. So there it is, guys. It is out of its package. As you can see, Nozart metal and plastic pieces. This is a nice little bike. I mean, obviously it's not to scale with the cars. Made in Thailand. I really like this casting, and I think it pulls well next to other castings, even though the scale is off. And one of the things I love about it is that it does stand on its own. And then these are the other, that's a German issue BMW X5. I did say M5 before, I apologize for that. As you can see, it is play worn, and I did pay a fortune for it, even though it's play worn. I think with the shipping from Germany, it came to 12 euros. But I figured that was good till I found a clean version that I could afford. You can see this is fairly well played with. This one actually doesn't say Nozart on it. But still, very difficult casting to find in any condition. And when I saw this, I actually only paid 2 euros for it, but the shipping was something like 10 euros. And then of course this is the German show hobby model that I spent quite a bit on. It's called the Model Hobby Spiel. I think there was only like 200 or 300 of these made. It's fairly rare. I paid something like 60 or 70 US for it, just because I love this casting. It's one of my favorite police castings. It's typically a police car. In this case, it's an ambulance. And I definitely wanted to get my hands on this before it became a $300 or $400 car. So there it is. And we will look at that again once we open the BMW that I have there. But let's just look at these other bikes that I have. So there's also this bike, same bike as the one we just looked at. Once again, BMW R1200 RTP. This time it is a police motorcycle. And this is part of the Matchbox 60th anniversary. So from 10 years ago, we're at the 70th anniversary now in 2023. And let's see if the box says so as well. Yeah, 2012. There's the box. So these don't have rubber wheels. But I do think they're considered sort of an exclusive line for some reason. I think they were more expensive than the main line. Okay, so we're going to open that up. And as we do that, we will also open this one up. Same bike in also a police livery. Sort of a mustard and black with metal. It's more like a mustard green as against a mustard yellow, but unusual color, but it's still quite a nice bike. And this one is from 2012 as well. So give me a second, I'm going to open those up, and then I have 2 others in my collection, and we're going to have a look at all 4 of the other bikes I have. So give me a sec while I open those up. So there are the two bikes we just looked at, guys. I'm just gonna have a quick look at the box that this one came in, the blue bike. This is the one from the 60th anniversary. There it is. I'm not gonna spend any more time on that, but let's have a look at these bikes. Oops, you grab one and they all fall. So there's the first one. Military Police, Unit 5. Looks like these are metal handlebars, plastic wheels, metal frame, and then plastic inclusions for the seat, etc. Love that casting. There it is in blue. This is the 60th anniversary one that we just looked at. Police. I really hope that Matchbox brings this particular casting back into its lineup because it is just fantastic. Definitely not to scale, but most of the motorcycles are not. And then these two I've had in my collection. I got them loose. So there's a little bit of play wear on them, but they're not bad. This one says State Trooper, Texas Highway Patrol. Looks really nice in black. It's too bad they didn't make a man to go into this little figure. And this one I just got at a swap meet in Richmond. I got it for 50 cents. It's a little bit play worn, but not too bad, given how difficult it is to find these. This one, as you can see, decals are slightly worn. It was in a big dump bin. E46, so that's quite old. So there they all are, guys. I've got 5 of them. I really enjoy this casting. It's just such a nice motorcycle to collect, and I like I said before, I hope that Matchbox does a lot more of these. And I think I'm just going to move along and open this particular vehicle. I have only one of these. This, I think, is the last version of this particular vehicle that I need to collect to have all of them in my collection. The BMW M5 Police in gray and green. From 2014. So give me a second while I open that up, and then we will compare it to some of the previous models that I have in my collection. I actually just remembered I do have another version of that M5 that I want to open. I've had this in my collection for a while, and then I found a second version, so it's definitely time to open one of these. I think this is my absolute favorite version of this casting. There's also the matching BMW X5 SUV that I would love to get my hands on, but have failed to do so up to this point. So I'm going to open both the cars we just looked at and then compare them to the other vehicles that I have in my collection. So give me a second. And also I just realized that this is actually the first version of this vehicle. This is the original. This is the rookie year version of this card, and this is from 2014. So this is the original casting. And there is one that I'm missing. It is the latest one from 2023, and that's the 9-pack exclusive, which is white with some sort of blue decal on it. So I'm missing that, and the reason I'm missing that is it's $20 for that 9-pack in at Toys R Us. It hasn't come to Walmart yet, and I just think it's too much to spend to get one car that you need. I'm hoping that I find it at a swap meet or some sort of hobby fair, and I can pick it up for a few bucks less. Anyways, give me a second and I'm gonna open those two up. So there we have all the versions that I own, guys, and I'm gonna go through them in the order of when they were released. So this was released in the mainline. This is the vehicle we first looked at. Side livery, Polizzi, so German police car. Black interior. opaque siren, no detailing at the back or the front. Nice set of wheels. And you can see it was manufactured in H22. Next, we had this second version of this police car, which was, can't really read the decal, guys. I got this one loose. I think this is also another mainline. Once again, same sort of system for decals. A decal on the top and the side livery. Nothing, no detailing at the back nor the front. Black interior game, same set of wheels as the version we just looked at. H52, so produced in the same year as the gray and green one. And then third version of this vehicle to come out was the ambulance, the German ambulance that says Nozart. And this one is just fully detailed. It's got all the bells and whistles. As you can see, look at that. I think you can still find it on eBay for about 100 euros, something in that range last time I looked. It might be a little bit more expensive now. And if you Google that, you can buy it directly from the person that owns the rights to this show. He's still got a few available for sale. That's where I got it from. It's a very, very nice one. And in having a complete set, I thought I'd pay the big bucks and purchase it. So that was the third version. Fourth is this police car. It's a Kiel District Police. Is it Kiel or Peel? I can't really tell. Might be Peel. District Police. And this is just a stunner. Look at the detailing on that front and back and the top, the bonnet, all detailed. It looks spectacular. So black with the gray interior, opaque siren again, K12. It's manufacturing year. This one has got rubber wheels, so it is a premium. And look at the wheels. Look how amazing those wheels look. I have to say that is my favorite vehicle from this line. Look how sharp that looks with the front done. Really, really good. Next came this fire version of this vehicle. Once again, front not detailed, but lots of detailing on the front and bonnet. Good side livery. No detailing at the back. It says L29 is a manufacturing year and week. I think L denotes 2018, so this one was week 29 of 2018 when it was manufactured. So this was a mainline vehicle. This came in the German series from a few years ago. I think it's 2019 or 2020. It was during COVID. P49. Fully detailed front. This one's just fantastic. Look at that. Back's unfortunately not done. So gray with a black interior in this case. Opaque siren again. Really, really nice set of wheels. Look at that. Look how smart that looks. I think this was from the Best of England series from the same year. P14. Maybe it was the next year. The British police car of German origin, of course. Love the wheels. Really, really nice. has to be one of my favorite modern day castings of this particular, of any vehicle Matchbox produces. And then we had the Russian police car. Look at that. Look how good it looks when the grill's done as well. That looks really good. And I'm guessing that says police in Russian. Or maybe that says police, I'm not sure. But that looks fantastic. Look at that with the grille done as well. So two of them have both the headlights as well as the grille and the number plate. And then this is the last version that I got. This came from the Autobahn 5-pack from a couple of years ago. It looks very, very similar to that vehicle, but they're different. You can see the blues are slightly different, the police signs are different, the wheels are different, and of course one has a detailed front and the other does not, and the same goes for the rear. Actually no, both of them have no detailing in the back, but you can just see how much nicer it does look when it's got the lights and grille done with a number plate. That's my point. That's what I keep harping on Matchbox all the time, just because they spend too much money on side decals and they don't do enough with front and rear livery. So I'm missing one car, guys, from this particular casting. I hope to find it at some point. I will find it. If not, I will pay the $20 and buy the 9-pack. But anyways, let's just move along and let's look at some different vehicles here. I think I'm going to look at these Canadian RCMP vehicles. So there's two of them in the collection. Let's have a look at them. One is a Dodge Charger Pursuit and the other is a Chevy Caprice Classic. Both very, very difficult to find in Canada. I ended up buying all these in the US. I do have several versions of them now, but paid a pretty penny. I paid almost $5 US for each version I have, and you can see the cards are not great. You can see that bend in the card. You can see the damage there, but still, if you want them, you have to pay for them because once again, the Caprice, for example, was released during COVID and it barely came to Vancouver. Like this wave just barely came to Vancouver. Very, very few people found it in Vancouver. So the majority of people bought it internationally, either in the US or from elsewhere. And then just to give you an idea of when these cars are from, this one is from 2018 and the Caprice, the Chevy Caprice, is more recent. It's from 2020. So give me a second and I'm going to open those up. So there they are, open, guys, out of the package for the first time. Very, very nice detailing on the sides. Good set of tires. This is also a wonderful police casting. Unfortunately, they don't do the front lights on this, which is an absolute shame. They haven't completed the back either, but this is a fantastic casting. I really like it. I've been waiting for this car for so long. This one I've had for a while, but I did have an open version of it, so I just pulled that out. Just for the record, you never see either of these cars as police vehicles anymore, unless maybe it's undercover in some manner. Beautiful. I think that set is just a fantastic one. I hope that Matchbox does more on its RCMP vehicles and represents Canada a little bit. They look really good. Unfortunately, they're not fully finished, but still, fantastic looking casting. And I didn't pull out any other Chevy Caprice, but I did pull out a bunch of the Dodge Charger Pursuits. I don't have too many of them. Most of them are not in the best shape, but I am going to show you what I do have so that we can just... there's another Caprice I do have. They're both identical. So all the... sorry, those are all the different versions of this particular vehicle I have. This is the premium version that I bought on Whatnot for a couple of bucks. Say State Police. I think this is from 2022 or 2023. It's fairly recent. Rubber tires. Once again, the front's not detailed, but it is lovely. It is just a fantastic car. Look at the detailing on the back there. It looks so, so good. Next we have a NASA KCS security patrol. Same detailing for the most part on most of these. Not the best set of tires on that particular one. And then I have two versions of this particular vehicle. This one's in very, very good shape. Not sure where I picked it up, but I do have it in my collection. And then for the longest time I thought both of them were the same. Sorry, give me a second while I just adjust these two vehicles. So one was a damaged vehicle that I just had in as a just in place till I got a clean version. Then I thought I got a clean version, and then I realized that there is a significant difference. As you can see, the siren is opaque on one and is red on the other. So still missing a clean version of this casting, which I'm looking for, but other than that they look to be the same vehicle. You can see the siren there is coming off and snapped off as well. So that car definitely needs a bit of love, but it will remain in my collection till I find another one. And then I just got this. It's been squished by a kid or maybe an adult. Maybe it got into a really bad accident. So this one, you can see there's a big dent in it. I still don't have a clean version of it, but I am actively looking for one. And this one, of course, is the NYPD, and it's got similar detailing as the others. I think once I find a clean version of this, I might make this into some sort of a custom wreck police car. Anyways, those are the Dodge Chargers and the Chevy Caprice guys, and we're just going to keep chugging along here. Next, we're going to look at a few ambulances. So we have one here, which is a Ford F350 ambulance. Fairly old, you can see from the card. And this is probably 2012 or 2013, I would guess. 2015, so not as old as I thought. But quite a rare one. I don't see this one too often. And then this one's a little bit newer. El Secundo International TriStar. I just have to say that it does say Ford F350 ambulance, but at the bottom the F is a E, so I'm not sure where the error is. My guess is it's a F350 and not an E350, but and when we open it we will have a look at that and see that variance. And then I also want to open this ambulance, which is an International TerraStar as well. And this is Peel Regional Paramedic Services, which is also from Canada. And a lot of people like to pair this up with the two RCMP vehicles that we looked at, and this is from 2021. Quite a difficult one to find in Canada. A lot of people were collecting these as they came in. I have a couple of them, so I'm just going to open this one up right now. So give me a second, and then I have one that's already open that we can compare them to. So those are the three vehicles that a lot of people like to pair up when they do dioramas locally. They're all Canadian first responders, I'm going to call it. And here is the, what's that called? It's the International Ambulance. R07, so from a few years ago, a couple of years ago. Peel Regional Paramedic Service. Of course, if you call the paramedics now, you're probably not going to make it, because it takes about an hour and a half for them to arrive at your home. So if you do call them, hope and pray that it's not an emergency. If it is an emergency, get someone to drive you to the hospital, because the paramedic services in BC, at least in British Columbia, is absolutely disastrous. There it is, just a fantastic vehicle. And let's look at the El Secundo, Fire and EMS. Matchbox. I think the original Matchbox headquarters in the US was in El Secundo. Rescue. Very nice. Fantastic rescue vehicles. And then this is the other one. This is the Santa Ursula Ambulance Service, SUAS Ambulance Service, paramedic. Let's hope that wherever that is, their response times are a little bit better than Vancouver and its surrounding areas. And you can see there, it says E350, Ford E350 Ambulance 2009. And on the packaging, it said F350. Pretty sure it's an F, but I'm not certain. And this one I've had in my collection, guys. Not sure where I picked it up. San Luis Fire Department Paramedic Squad 1, and exactly the same casting as that one there. So there it is, guys, and we will just continue with the rest of the police cars. Okay, so in the interest of time, we're going to look at all these cars first, and then I'm going to open them up and we'll have a quick look at them. Don't have too many comparisons for these. So this one is a 2012 Ford Explorer. I do have a different version of this somewhere in my collection. I just didn't pull it up. I think it's blue. It's on a short card, I think. So we're going to open that up. That is from 2018. Next, we're going to look at this Camaro Pursuit Police. Not my favorite casting, but it is a police car, and I thought I'll open it up just because I am running out of space to keep these things carded. We're going to open that in a second. And this one's actually quite old. Is it 90s? 1996. Sorry, it's not focusing in, but there you go. 1996. So very old, almost 30 years old. And then we have this Crown Victoria Police. This is the old casting, which doesn't have the light inclusion. Sorry, the plastic lights as an inclusion in the front. Still quite a nice police car. D22. And it was a new model in, let's see which year this is. 1996. So very old car as well. I got all these for $1 on Whatnot, plus shipping. So maybe $2 all in. Not bad given the age. Another police car. This time it's a 78 Dodge Monaco Police. And I was going to open it when I realized I already have it open in there. It's exactly the same car there, so we're just going to pull that out, just show you the, look at that, look at the graphics. I love this. Glad I don't have to open it. That's from 2010, so 15 years ago. Here's another version of it, Dodge Monaco Police car, 60th anniversary, so from 10 years ago. That one I don't have, so we will open it. And then we have this Ford LTD police car, which is very, very old as well. I think this one's from the 80s or very, very early 90s. You can see it's from the days of Tyco before Mattel bought them. And I think that says 1993 on it. That's really, really old. Coming out of its package today, and I do have a few versions of that to compare to. And then last but not least, this one's just fantastic, Dodge Magnum Police. It's quite old as well, from 2007. So I'm going to open all those up and we'll look at them all at once, and then we will continue with the video. Things open, guys. This is turning out to be a really long video, so I'm going to be really quick here. Try and keep it under 35 minutes. So this is the first Sheriff Brazos County vehicle we looked at. Dodge Magnum, made in Thailand. Beautiful casting. Unfortunately, the front's not done. Red siren. Station wagon. I love my station wagon, so I'm very happy to add that sheriff's vehicle. And I have another sheriff's vehicle. That's the same car. Another Dodge Magnum. I like this one even better. Got this one loose. And then we'll have two of the same version there. This is the Ford LTD police vehicle. And then I have a really, really old version of it that's not in the best condition that I got loose. These are from the very early 90s. This is from the mid 90s. Camaro Z28. Not the best model in my eyes, not the best finishing, but still a police car. But no, oh, it's Matchbox Police, which is nice. Now we're just going to quickly look at the Dodge Monaco police vehicle that we just opened, the Sheriff MBX County in this case. So not a licensed police station, it's the Matchbox Sheriff Department. This is a fantastic vehicle. All the movies I watched when I was a kid had this particular police vehicle in it. So it means a lot to me. I love the casting. Different version of it. Once again, Sheriff. This one's fairly new. I think it was part of the Dodge series, if I'm not wrong, from a couple of years ago. Another Dodge Monaco Police. This one says Highway Patrol. Same vehicle. And this one just says Police Unit 7. I can't read the writing in the badge there. Commitment to serve, and a big Dodge sign, which is nice. This is a fantastic vehicle as well. So I have 4 of them in my collection now, and then I have a duplicate of that one, which is identical to the second to last one there. And then there's the Ford Explorer, which is an absolutely fantastic casting. I wish they finished the front off. This looks absolutely fantastic. Going to buy a bunch more of these and create some sort of a police station at some point. This just looks so badass. It's really, really nice. To Protect and Serve, San Diego Police. And then last from the vehicles we just opened is the Crown Victoria in blue, and it says police. This is a very, very old casting as well, guys. Sort of a white interior, made in Thailand, Ford Crown Victoria. And then I'm just going to show you guys some of the other vehicles I do have in my collection. So those are the newer Ford Crown Victorias that Matchbox does as police cars, and you can see I have 4 different versions. These two are identical, except this one has a black interior and that one has sort of a white or a creamy interior. And then those are my Mustang police cars, and you can also see a different version of it in brown in that 9-pack with the Porsche. We looked at it a few weeks ago or a few days ago. And then we have the Ford Police Interceptor right there. There's quite a few of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sorry, 4 of them that I'm not going to spend too much time on because I do have a bunch of them that I want to open and review, and then we'll look at all of these together. This one's a Corvette police car, and I have a bunch of these Corvettes. That's the only police version of it I have. And then what is this? This is an old casting as well, the 2000 Chevrolet Impala. And there's lots of versions of this. I have a few of them, so 1, 2, 3, 4 versions of that. And then not a Dodge, Brazos County, Dodge Charger. What is that? Dodge Charger. I can't read it. But I think, now that I look at these, Look at that. That is a set. They're both Brazos County. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I apologize for it being so long. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And if you enjoyed the video, please do like it. This is the first of my police videos. I will be doing another one at some point because I do have more police cars in my collection that we did not see today. So have a fantastic week, guys. And I will hope to see you at Matchbox Memories very, very soon.